Hey herb mates! So today I did something I had been looking forward to for quite some time, and that is setting up my own medicinal garden in my backyard. I did it in a 12-foot raised bed, and let's jump into it. Today we're stopping in at Gardenville. We're going to get some compost and some soil. I have a 12-foot by 4-foot raised bed that will need roughly 72 square feet of soil. So this raised bed is significantly larger than all my others, so it quickly became apparent that I was not going to be able to fill this with individual bags of garden soil from like your box store. I was going to need to purchase soil in bulk. They had such an array of different kinds of soil, so that was just really interesting to see. But ultimately, we got the recommended soil, which was superior garden soil for raised beds. They delivered it in a freight truck and dumped it all on my driveway, and then Mr. Red Boots shoveled and wheelbarrowed it all back to the backyard and filled in the bed for me. Once the soil was in place, I spread a layer of compost to give the plants a nutrient-dense start. I started off with planting our peach trees. This is obviously a food, but it does double as a medicinal plant because the leaves are actually medicinal. What I really am excited is just having more fruit. We love having pepper jellies with our charcuterie boards, and we recently got some ghost peppers, so feeling adventurous, I'm probably gonna make a peach ghost pepper jelly. I don't know, we'll see how it goes, so stay tuned to that. But I got a dwarf variety of peach tree. These are the bonanza peach trees, so they don't get as large as your traditional peach tree. They stay somewhat small, but they are high yield and will produce many small peaches. I love lemongrass. It's super aromatic. It's a really good tea. It's not one that's hard to actually get down. It just tastes good, and it is so versatile. It helps with digestion. It helps with anxiety, antiseptic. The list goes on and on and on. So super excited to add this to my medicinal garden. I got two because I always feel like plants need friends. I don't know. I just feel weird if I buy one. So I got two of everything anytime I get something. Then I added in some goldenrod. I have never actually worked with this plant. I'm really excited to get more familiar with it. Honestly, it's more about a touch of beauty for this one. It's just really pretty, but it does have an affinity for the kidneys, I think gallstones, digestion, things of that nature. Okay, so I know I keep saying like I'm most excited about this one, but seriously, this is the one. This is the one that I am just elated that I could get my hands on. I got two ashwagandha plants. They're out of Ayurvedic medicine, India. It's an adaptogen. This is my herbal ally. It has gotten me through the postpartum period of my life. Ashwagandha paired with milky oats, those two together, chef's kiss. Then there's also Monarda or bee balm. This is another one of those plants that you have to have it in your backyard if you're going to have a medicinal garden. You would be remiss not to. It does all the things. It's like antibacterial, antifungal, has antioxidants, a decongestant, antiseptic, it's a nervine. But what I am most excited about is I had tried some Monarda infused honey one time, and oh my goodness, it was amazing. I am very excited to double my medicine making by using Monarda infused honey. Yarrow is a must-have in any herbal med kit, so I had to have it in my garden. It helps stop bleeding for wound care, and it reduces fevers, so it was kind of a no-brainer to add this one. And then there's Tulsi or holy basil. It is one of my favorite teas, hands down, top 3. It's an adaptogen. There are 4 kinds. There's Rama, Vana, Krishna, and Kapoor. This one is Kapoor. I think so much of the medicine sometimes just being with the plants, and this is a deeply spiritual plant for me. A last minute next day addition, I do have some calendula that I started that is a little worse for wear, but I'm going to go ahead and just throw it in here and then see how it goes. I have like 4 little starts. Go and sprinkle them in. Then there's calendula, which is such a happy flower. You just can't help but be kind of uplifted when you're around it. It's most commonly used in like salves, balms, and infused oils because it does all things amazing for skin. It helps heal, bruises and cuts, scrapes, eczema, things of that nature. It can be soothing to the GI tract, help with ulcers and fevers. So I find borage to be absolutely mesmerizing. I just love the blue color. It's very hypnotic, but this one is primarily for the bees. There are many medicinal benefits to this plant. I do know there's an affinity for some adrenal health there. I honestly have never used it that way, but now that I have borage growing in my backyard, I will get to know it better. Lastly, I transplanted my mugwort and heart leaf skullcap. They were in my vegetable garden, but I wanted to move them over to be with all the other medicinal plants. They did look a little sad when I moved them over, but I'm going to have faith that they're going to rebound. Plants are resilient. I think they'll be okay, but I will watch them. If they don't seem to be rebounding, I will go ahead and harvest them so that they don't die in vain. I finished up by watering everything in. I did a real deep watering because I just transplanted all of these plants and they're establishing their roots. I will be installing some kind of irrigation system in this bed to make sure everything is adequately watered and it's not dependent on me hand watering. If you enjoyed following this process and you want updates, please like and subscribe, and we can grow, harvest, and heal together.